Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Craig with 3D Resin Solutions, and I know it's been a while since I created a video. It's been a hectic year, I'm sure, as you're aware. I hope everyone's staying happy and healthy, and we'll just jump into it with a few announcements. So we did launch a standard resin. This is a resin to directly compete against resins like Elegoo Gray and Anycubic. It's available in 500 gram and 1000 gram samples, and it's available in a color base. So you can make custom colors with our CMYKW sets as well. So today's custom color giveaway, we're doing the Summer of Pastels. Last month we did Peach, and this month it was a tight race between Yoda Green for the July color, and Groot. So basically it was Groot versus Yoda, and Yoda ended up taking the cake. So I'm going to be careful here because I know that there's going to be a lot of argument over what color Yoda should be. And if we take a look at some of the pictures I found online, you can just scroll through. He's basically a yellow shade green. And sometimes he looks a little bit more grayish and darker. I think that depends on, a lot of things actually. It depends on the screen you're watching it on and the individual image. But I think we're going to kind of shoot for this kind of green. And I went over many photos online and just trying to compare. So if you can, try and compare which color palette you want to go for. And I decided at the end to just actually Google and see if I could find a Yoda color. And it looks like Fern Green is what the internet is at least currently deciding is a Yoda, baby Yoda green. So with some basic research here, I found number 588443 Fern Green. And I can use these CMYK numbers to type into our color creator worksheet that you can download on our website. And that's what I'm going to do right now. And then kind of see where we go from there. So I'm going for this Fern Green. I want a total pigment percentage of 5%. I think is a good start. It'll be a nice dense color. I'm also going to add 3, maybe 4% of the opaque white to really make it a pastel. So that's kind of the balance of a pastel. High opaque white content, very dense color, and lower pigment percentage. So 5% I think is a good place to start, but I don't know, actually. I think I'm actually start with 3% because I can always add more, right? So total pigment percentage of 3%, not including our opaque white. And we're going to go just grab our Fern Green CMYK numbers. So that's 33, 0, 49, 48 in that order. So cyan, magenta, yellow, black, 33, 0, 49, 48. So we have 33, 0, 49, and 48. So what the color creator worksheet's going to do is just quickly give us a general formula percentage. This is all based on mathematics and breaking it down. CMYK sets are meant for process printing, and it's not meant for this. But it is a good way to get a starting formula, particularly if you're new to this. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the batch over here. Once you click on the bottom tab, you click batch. So this is the generator, kind of gives you a general starting formulation. And here's your batch. And once I click this batch button right here in the left-hand corner, it's going to go ahead and throw my formula that I created in the generator into a formula that I can actually weigh up. So I'll name this Fern Green, shooting for a Yoda color, and decide how much I want to weigh up. So I generally do about 100 grams. This is everything's by weight. The reason we do things by weight is because it's repeatable. If you do things by volume, it is not as repeatable. And it's just, if you want to create a formulation that you can use time and time again, or create a formulation that you want to order in bulk and have us manufacture, if you have a formulation that can be repeated, we can manufacture it. All right. So here's what we have. I'm going to do 100 grams of my Fern Green. This is going to be my first color. I think I'm going to do 4%. Let's push the limits a little bit. I can always come back on that. So we have a total of 7% toner in the pigment. So that's 3% of our actual CMYK, and then 4% of the opaque white. So it's pushing the limits a little bit, but not too bad. I've done since we've been doing this, I've been pushing it quite a bit. I've been up there upwards of 10 to 12% even, getting it in there. So here's our formulation. If I wanted to make a lot of it, right, I can do 4 pounds or something like that. If you're familiar, or if you're not familiar with the color creator worksheet, you can download and play with it. And here you go. So I'm going to make 100 grams to start out. Depending on what my print's going to be, I might make 150. So if I do 150, of course, the formulation gets broken down, formulate this out, go from there. Now we have to decide what my print's going to be. And let's head over to Thingiverse. I think this one's good enough. This looks pretty cool. Plus, it already kind of has that fern green color to it, so I guess that's what we're shooting for. All right. Okay, so here's my setup. I have my digital gram scale, my CMYK-W set. We're using the Hero color base today, but again, we do have color bases available for 3DRS standard and blueprints as well. And just a cup and some stir sticks. Here's our formulation. So here's the fern green that we made, and when you're doing 100 grams, it's going to be the same as the percentages, right? So 0.7% is 0.7 grams and so forth. You can make as much as you want by editing this out, and the base is up to you whether or not you use Hero base or 3DRS standard, and that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to start out with 93 grams of the Hero color base, and we're just going to go down the line, add our cyan, magenta, yellow, and white, and get it ready. I have my Yoda dialed in there. Now with these cups, I just leave it on the windowsill, let it cure out, and then you can throw it away safely. All right? All right, so before we jump in and take a look at the color, go over basically how I did the settings. When I downloaded it from Thingiverse, it was rather large, probably would have been a very long print, so I cut it down to 50%, did very basic supports, and I printed at 13 seconds normal exposure, 70 seconds bottom exposure. With Hero Resin, usually on the LD002R, I stick to 10 seconds normal exposure, but I cranked it up a few seconds just to be on the safe side, because I don't mind waiting a couple extra hours to just get the video made and get the color checked out. So there we go. Let's take a look at the color. Here's our fern green, obviously going after the Yoda theme, and I think it turned out really good. It's definitely a great little pastel color. I'm very happy with the way the print turned out, and I'm very happy with the color. If we take a look at what our target was, which is really what's important. So here's the target, the fern green, and here's what we ended up with. And I think, the color creator worksheet, the CMYKW numbers that we got from the fern green online really put us in the right direction. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. So yeah, we recently put together an Instagram page at 3D Resin Solutions. Follow us. We'll be posting pictures like this and prints that we do on an ongoing basis. So I'm new to that, but I'll try and get on that pretty often. And then hit the links down below if you want to buy the fern green, or if you want to mix it yourself at home. Feel free. I hope this video helped you out a little bit. And yeah, like, subscribe. Thanks for joining me. Make it a great day.